The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a journey of freedom and identity. Setting the stage. In the small town of St. Petersburg, Missouri during the early 1800s, Huckleberry Finn, a boy of about 13, lives a life marked by hardship and neglect. Huck's father, Pap Finn, is an abusive alcoholic who cares little for his son, forcing Huck to fend for himself. The town is steeped in the traditions and prejudices of the South, particularly regarding slavery and social class. Huck's experiences set the stage for a dramatic and realistic exploration of freedom, identity, and moral conflict. The escape. Determined to escape his father's grasp and the constraints of civilized life, Huck fakes his own death and flees to Jackson's Island. It is there that he meets Jim, a runaway slave who dreams of freedom and a better life for himself and his family. The unlikely duo forms a bond as they decide to travel down the Mississippi River together on a makeshift raft. A dangerous journey. As they drift along the river, Huck and Jim face various challenges that test their friendship and resolve. One night, while camped on the riverbank, they encounter a violent storm. The thunder roars, and the winds howl, tossing their raft violently. Huck clings to Jim, realizing that their survival depends not just on luck, but on their cooperation and trust in each other. This moment solidifies their bond. They are no longer just a boy and a runaway slave, but brothers in the struggle for freedom. As they continue their journey, Huck is confronted with the harsh realities of society. They stop at a small town where they hear the story of a slave who was brutally punished for trying to escape. The townspeople's casual acceptance of this cruelty shocks Huck, forcing him to confront his own upbringing and the values instilled in him. He grapples with the moral implications of helping Jim. Society teaches him that aiding a runaway slave is wrong, yet his heart tells him otherwise. In one poignant scene, Huck finds himself torn between his loyalty to Jim and the societal norms that dictate he should turn Jim in. After a night of introspection, he resolves to help Jim escape, famously declaring, "All right then, I'll go to hell." This moment of defiance marks Huck's transition from a boy shaped by the prejudices of his environment to a young man willing to challenge those very beliefs. The encounter with the Duke and the King. Their journey takes a dark turn when they encounter two con men, the Duke and the King, who join their voyage. The con artists exploit the townspeople's gullibility for their own gain, leading to a series of misadventures that highlight the moral decay present in society. Huck feels uncomfortable with their actions, especially when they scam a grieving family out of money from a funeral. Huck's growing unease culminates when he witnesses the true impact of the Duke and the King's deception on the townspeople. It prompts him to take a stand, emphasizing the story's exploration of morality versus legality. Huck realizes that just because society accepts something doesn't make it right. Climactic moments. Their adventures lead to intense moments, including a confrontation with a mob in a town that believes Jim is hiding there. Huck devises a plan to help Jim escape, showcasing his ingenuity and bravery. When they finally reach the heart of their journey, Cairo, Illinois, they learn that Jim is still considered a slave in the eyes of the law. This realization brings their quest for freedom into sharp focus. Resolution and reflection. In the end, Huck's journey culminates not just in physical freedom for Jim, but also in Huck's personal growth. As they reach the end of the river, Huck grapples with the reality that Jim may never reunite with his family. However, he understands that the fight for freedom is ongoing, and that he has chosen his path, one of loyalty and friendship. Huck's decision to help Jim reflects a profound change in his character. He emerges as a young man with his own moral compass, willing to defy societal norms for the sake of his friend. The narrative closes with Huck contemplating a future away from civilization, emphasizing his desire for autonomy and a life unbound by the expectations of society. Conclusion. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn is a powerful tale that transcends its time. It invites readers to reflect on the complexities of morality, friendship, and the struggle for freedom in a divided society. Huck's journey down the Mississippi River becomes a poignant metaphor for the quest for identity and the courage to stand up against injustice, making it one of the most significant works in American literature.